Alright, so this is the hub menu for Tartarus, where we're actually able to select our party members, and so far we only have like Junpei and Yukari with us. But we also have other people, and they represent their respective positions. Yes, we will soon have these guys as party members. When? I won't tell you. You just have to play the game for... Well, eventually we'll have them. And also we can now access the menu, yeah, some of our basic stuff. We can check our skills that we have, but we only can check our personas. We can't check the other people for some reason, but in Portable you can. Check out which items that we have. So far we have jack nothing. Although we have a couple of key items. Or just one. That was better than nothing, right? Persona. Like what Igor said, we can carry multiple personas, but so far we only have Orpheus. And we can check out their stats too. And, yeah. That is some great startup personalities, huh? Equipment, we can change only our own equipment. So far we only wield a short sword, plain shirt, engineer boots, and a portable player that just does nothing. Our status again. Yeah, our social links, which we only have one so far, which is of the Fool Arcana. I keep checking back on my computer to make sure it doesn't crash, but yeah. Which, funny thing, when I started to record this recession, my computer crashed. So I'm kind of nervous. Okay, and then the last menu, the system menu, we're able to check our calendar, our quests, which I'm going to go over later, our fusion spells, which I'll also go over later. Dictionary, you notice those blue text? Well, you can actually check up some of those, the definition as to what each of those mean. Like, what does the dark hour mean, or hell, what the hell is a social link? So, yeah, if you want to know more about the lore of the world, which is a very interesting lore, definitely check that out. Configuration menu, pretty self-explanatory, and back to the title screen. That's all we can do for now. And also, this clock acts as a save point. So, you have two save points, either the sign-in sheet or the save point right here. I'll be saving later, but yeah, we will be going over that eventually. I think I'm gonna split the parts over here, actually. Yeah, that seems like a good point. Alright, well, we've already discussed all the many things that we can do here, so now we can actually start exploring this damn place. Hey, how you doing? What's up? So this is Tartarus. Oh yeah, you can check the status of your party members here as well. And you can also change their equipment if you have something that they have. They only wield one particular weapon. But they do have different types of clothing and, well, you know, armor and stuff. Alright, let's do this. I'll prove that I should be in charge. In your dreams, Junpei. I'm gonna be the one in charge, and you wield an imitation katana. Those things are just blunt objects. Okay. What do you have to say for yourself? Don't worry, I won't push you too hard. I won't say anything after that. You'll be just fine. Okay. Since Yukari and Junpei have no real experience in battle, make sure you back them up. Oh, indeed I will. But for now, let's explore this place. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Good luck. Alright, let's explore this tower. Block 1, Tartarus. Alright, let's do this!
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost. Can you all hear me?
Whoa. Is that you, Senpai?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Understandable.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Well, at least we have someone.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution.
Alright, we will.
Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah, we got this.
Why is she always like that?
Alright. Well, let's explore this tower. Or at least the first floor of it. They won't allow us to go any farther than this floor. So this is our tutorial before we actually start going over some things. Let's begin. Keep in mind these are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on this floor. Oh yeah, and... Yep, the stairs close behind us. We can't go out. Yep, we're stuck here. Alright, so when exploring Tartarus, you may find these briefcases hanging around and you can pick up some items after it. I shouldn't really need to explain most of the controls in here. You move with the left analog stick. How basic can you get? Watch out! I detect a shadow right in front of you! Move and hit it before it attacks you! Press the X button to use your weapon. If you can hit an enemy before it hits you, then you'll have an advantage at the start of the battle. Alright, hit him at the back, not the front. But for now, this is just a tutorial, so you shouldn't really worry about that too much.
Takuba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience.
Says who?
Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Yeah, I would, but yeah, I'll let her speak for herself.
The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Though skills consume either stamina or spiritual power, they tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Alright, well, we can't really do much in... Well, we can use our skills, like we have bash attacks, which are... and Agi, but... Alright, as far as spiritual power and physical power is concerned, physical attacks are always consume HP, and elemental attacks will always consume, well, SP. And we have those menus right at the right side of the screen as our stats. But for now, let's just attack this guy, because this guy is just a junior enemy who wants to attack me, apparently.
Defeat it.
Besides, I'll let my party members do something. You can control your party members, but the only limit to your control is this. You can tell them to do certain things, like either stand by, assign target, or whatever. But, yeah, well, we can handle our own, right? I just poked him to death.
Victory. Great job.
And we got a Snuff Soul. That's, that always drops by that particular enemy. Like, you'll rarely see that particular item. Basically what it is, it refuels SP. There should be a staircase nearby. Do you see it? The staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. I can't allow you to go any higher today, but please remember about it next time. This is our way to advance through Tartarus, but as Mitsuru said, I can't advance. Yeah, I know. Fine, I'm gonna beat up more shadows. There's one right there. There's another shadow ahead of you. You'll be at disadvantage if the enemy gets the first hit in, so try to surprise your opponents and strike first. If you are able to strike the enemy before you are spotted, then you will gain the initiative, as in, hit him from behind. On the other hand, if the enemy hits you first, the opposite will occur, and you can do that from any side they want. Alright, is that guy facing the other way? No, he's facing to the left. No matter. I got you! And no advantage.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more?
Yeah, sure, I didn't explain that.
Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack.
And that's the element she represents, so she should know.
Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics.
The first time an enemy is analyzed, you may have to wait a while before the results. But from then on, whenever you analyze that particular enemy, you'll receive the results right away. While you are selecting your target, if a question mark appears above the enemy, then that particular enemy has not been previously analyzed. You can select Analyze from the Tactics menu or press L1 to issue this request.
Do you follow?
Yeah, I follow. I'm not going to use it as often, though, to be honest.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
Well, I can, but I don't know if the match will last long enough for me to do so, but I'll try. Alright, L1, quick, analyze.
I'll attempt to analyze the
But, yeah, let's beat him up. Okay, it's not Slash.
Defeat it!
Damn, I couldn't finish.
Fire is effective. Do you have Augie skills?
Yeah, I do. That's what I have. Oh. Oh.
Takuba, the enemy is
God dang, it sucked. Alright, let's put it out of its misery. Yeah. Burn!
Takuba has defeated an enemy. One more.
Not bad.
Yeah, you did good, Junpei. Good job. And I got a revival beat after that. Awesome. Alright, what's in here? Medicine. Cool. If it may look like I am just, like, missing out on a lot of things about, like, how the combat system works, this is all for the sake of tutorial. I know how the game works. Approach carefully to avoid being spotted. The map will prove to be quite useful as you explore, so use it often. Oh man, I'm so used to drawing my own map. I've been playing a lot of Persona Q, so yeah. But now their map can actually function on its own rather than just me constantly drawing it.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle? If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack.
Somehow.
Would you like more details?
Sure.
An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target.
The second one I recommend.
And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again. Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up.
So really that name is very, misleading. It's not one more, it's many more.
This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea.
Yeah, but there's something I don't get about this reasoning, and I'll explain that later.
Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well.
Yeah, never hesitate for that.
Got it?
Yep.
Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
Yeah, here's the thing that I don't get about, like, using skills in the knockdown feature. Now, okay, so, yes, you hit someone with the thing that they're weak with, and they are knocked down, right? And I can do that again with another potion, right? So, yeah, that's what happens. But the part I don't get is this. When I do this again after a knockdown enemy, they get right back up. I don't understand that. Like, yes, if I'm injured and I'm knocked down, I wouldn't want to get back up after being hit with another attack, right? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yes, excellent attack.
It's like, oh god, I've been hit! Oh, I'm going back up for some reason. I don't know, this system just doesn't work for me, and which is why I vastly prefer the combat system in Persona 4 over this one. Like, yes, I like the features that they have here, but it really doesn't make sense here in terms of the knockdown system. Oh, and we have one more game feature here. Mysterious cards have appeared in your mind! You wonder if this is what Igor was talking about. After a battle, you will occasionally have the opportunity to select a card from the one shuffled before your eyes. If you pick a card with a persona on it, then you will receive that persona. There are other cards of which you have a unique effect or reward. Keep an eye on the card that you want and try to pick it. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen one of these. Alright, shuffle time. Basically, you can pick out, like, whatever reward that you can have. But I want the Persona, so I'll stick with the Pixie. These shuffle time minigames are not that hard, so all things considered, as long as you pay attention as to which ones you want, you'll do fine. But however, there's going to be different games for this, and those games will get harder.
My skill level is...
Yep, everyone leveled up, we're all happy, and people will just say, "Hey, I leveled up, I'm so awesome!" Even though I have no idea how you can tell that you leveled up. I detect a shadow up ahead. How are you feeling? If you or another party member is in bad shape, then use healing items prior to engaging the enemy. If you don't have anything on hand, then ask Takiba to heal you. You should make a habit of checking your status before entering into a battle. If you or another party member has a persona with healing skills, make sure to take advantage of it. Alright, Takiba, Yukari has healing skills, also known as Dia, so you can ask her to request healing. And basically, she'll just heal everyone up to full health as much as her SP can allow. If she has no SP left, or not enough to fully heal everyone, she'll only heal the important party members first, and go down the line before she runs out of SP.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this?
Yes, and this is the best feature of the game.
When enemies are thrown off balance, they become vulnerable. An all-out attack will allow your entire team to attack simultaneously. Your enemies will be unable to defend against it. It's a very reliable method of attack.
Reliable indeed.
Whether or not you want to perform an all-out attack is up to you. But remember, you cannot perform it when you're alone.
Yeah, you can't. Just explain later.
So if you want to have it in your arsenal, make sure your team's comprised of at least 2 members.
Including myself or without?
That's all you need to know about all-out attacks. Do you understand what I've just explained to you?
Yes.
Then, that concludes the basics of battle. But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once.
Wimps do that, and I'm no wimp.
There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
Yeah, oh no, there are 4 things with masks! I gotta run! Oh, nope, can't escape. Never mind then. Okay, so you may have noticed, like, throughout battle, I've just been avoiding knocking down all the enemies, even though I clearly know their weaknesses. Well, what would happen if we actually knocked down every single enemy on screen? Because then they're all down. Well, let's see here. I'm doing all the work. You guys don't mind me. Don't worry me. I'm the leader here. So yeah, I'll knock down everyone. There you go.
You exploited the enemy's weakness. Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
All right, here's the all-out attack. You can either attack them or you can just not do it. But for the sake of this, why the hell wouldn't you want to do it? Because, well, here's what happens. You kill off everyone.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Indeed I do. And I have another pixie to choose from. Alright, I'm going for a different card. I'm going for the red one, the red sword there. Alright, the red sword, or... These cards will just give you a weapon. And in this case, I get a practice bow out of it. Okay, here's the interesting thing about your main character. He can actually wield all the weapons. Almost all the weapons possible by all the party members, which means that he can also wield bows. That's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl at tutorial level. Well, at least you gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell the other party members what you'd like them to do. Press the square button to issue orders to your allies. Alright, a feature that's interesting to this game alone, and that isn't in the other one, you can actually require all your party members to do certain things, like either split up and search for items, or make a priority different. You can either prioritize them to defeat shadows, as in, as soon as they see one, they'll initiate combat, or explore, which will just, they'll avoid shadows and just look for treasure. So, let's just ask them to split up. Yeah, and they'll just look for anything that they can see, but They will take damage if they do attack an enemy. It's like combat is happening in real time.
Spread out and proceed
I really like how they program this game, actually. It really shows that they've put a lot of work into it. Alright, especially how you can have all your party members do multiple things at once.
Look around some more.
Alright, so Yukari found
Cool.
an access point, which she noted there, but I wanted Junpei to pick up that item first. So here's an access point. We can just use this to return to the entrance. You really don't have anything else to do. And if your party members found any items, and if you try to access another floor or an access point, they'll give you the items that they found. I've been going through a lot of tutorials in this one, and I probably bored the hell out of everyone. Oh well, this is why I made this a separate part, right? So people could skip it.
Welcome back.
Yeah, hi.
So, how was it?
You know what? That was no problem at all.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Yes, I am extremely confident in my abilities.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power.
Yeah, you cleaved everything.
We kicked some ass. But damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Wouldn't you be excited as soon as you start beating up something? Wait.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
All you did was shoot a bow and heal. I don't know how that was bad.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry though, you'll adapt.
And yes, it will affect our status conditions, but again, later.
But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected.
I expected one of you to die once.
At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
Indeed we will.
We'll see about that.
A mysterious voice rings in our head. The Fool card again. Thou art I am thou. Thou hast established blessing when... yeah. You've heard this before, and we have already seen the dog trying to sniff the hobo's butt. Alright, the C's social link has reached level 2. Your power... yeah. Yeah, this will always happen when you increase a rank in your social link, but we only have the Fool Arcana for now. We need to establish more social links. Really, that's all we can do for now. If we try to go back into the tower, they'll just say, "That's enough for today. You have plenty of fighting ahead of you. Let's return to the dorm." Yep. Can't do anything else. Even your party members will say, "We're tired and we can't fight anymore." Yeah, you can't even check their status either. You're starving? Alright, well, it is midnight. Good for a midnight snack, right? From now on, you'll select your party here before you enter Tartarus. I'll explain the details some other time. Très bien! You've did well today. Now let's head back to the dorm. Ah, French, the language of love. I'll leave that at that. You guys did a great job, but you won't have to shoulder the burden anymore. Or forever. If only I hadn't gotten injured. Yeah, I kinda need you. Especially for this block. Alright, let's head back to the Velvet Room. Let's visit Igor, now that we have spare time and my party members won't yell at me. Ah, there you are. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Well, I suppose it's time for me to explain what I really do here. My job is to create new personas. But in order to do so, I must fuse your persona cards together. In other words, I shall merge them into a single persona. The number of personas you have buried within you is approximately 170. I don't know if I'm actually going to get all 170, but I'm not sure. We've never seen a visitor with many possibilities before. Maybe in the future, but I don't know. If you establish social links, you may be able to create even stronger personas too. This should prove very interesting. So as you accumulate cards, please bring them to me. Alright, so the Velvet Room. We're able to fuse personas here. And depending on the amount of personas that we can fuse, well, you can do a normal spread or a triangle spread. Normal, we fuse 2. Triangle, we fuse 3. But so far, we only have Orpheus and Pixie, and all we can create is an Apsaurus. Yeah, I'll explain more in detail as soon as we get more personas, but as you can see, we can only carry up to 6 personas for now. And that number will increase eventually. But that's all we can do, and I don't really want to fuse any personas. Yep, we're only stuck with Orpheus and Apsaurus for now, but we'll be fixing that number later. Very later. Alright, so, yeah, that's it. We've explored the first floor of Tartarus, got a feeling for combat, and we've joined Seas. So, next time in Persona 3, we're going to, well, keep going through our journey. So, I am DudeMan3003/DM20,000. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.